years, 20, 30 years of doing this and never experienced what it's like. We've been so lucky to have amazing coaches and amazing players where we could string 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, that's pretty tough to do. Before I go any farther, David Rear, Houston, congratulations on the automatic bid. They earned it, they deserved it. They're a fantastic team, and I can't wait to support them in the NCAA tournament. It's a hell of a little rivalry we have going on with them, and we get to take into the Big 12 with us too. They're a fantastic team, worthy adversaries, and tonight really didn't prove anything in terms of who's better. Tonight just proved that that's 2 top 15 teams in the country who both deserve seeds. And I wish that circumstances were present, that SMU, ourselves in Houston, didn't lose RPI while we were winning 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 for all these matches, but that's just the way it is. SMU should be in the tournament as well. But congratulations to Houston on the automatic bid, and they will represent the conference well as the AQ. But we know we've got something to really look forward to on Sunday. It's just a matter of what, if, where. We'll just have to wait and see the numbers pop up. Heading into today, everything was so close. Could be on the inside, you could be on the outside. We know that we're hovering right around that 16 mark, which sucks because I feel like we're 10. Houston and us are 10 and 11, 11 and 10. But just the RPI is not going to grant it that way. Some computer polls have it that way, but the RPI won't. So hopefully one of us at least gets to host, because we both deserve to. It's been an emotional year. It's been an emotional year. We've seen a lot of great things this year. We've seen records, Amber with her records, McKenna setting records every week. You never get sick of that. I'm so thankful for the American Athletic Conference to have given us the opportunity to go in and compete against the best every year. It's always been anywhere between the 6th and 8th best conference in the country. So the fact that we've gone out there and we're hanging banners as many years as we have says a lot about the people and coaches that have come through this program. It's not just a roster. It's so many people from academics, athletic training, strength and conditioning, sports medicine. Everybody on Jenna, everybody onto sports information. I mean, it's just a team that I could not imagine ever working without. I owe a debt of gratitude to every single person who's involved in this thing. I think we owe marketing a debt of gratitude for packing that place tonight. The band who made a special appearance. They weren't supposed to be here, but because of the magnitude of the match, they came. So for Tremont and Dave, I thank you. I'm eternally grateful. Jeff Sharon for providing the energy in the gym. And all the media that took interest in us and all the retweets and all that kind of stuff. We've built up 1,500, I see, almost 1,600. We built up quite a fan base. The emotionalness is because we just saw something we'll never see again. McKenna, Amber, 5 championships. It'll never be done again, ever, because it can't. You can only play 4 seasons. 5 championships as a player. We just saw something that will never be done again. And that's a that's a big deal for that to happen in a career. So thank you to all of you who supported us, the fans and the players who just never say die, the coaches who work their ass off, families who allow us to do what we do, because one break in the chain and everything falls apart. Go ahead, Bryson.
You mentioned how, the 5th conference championship for McKenna and Amber, something that will never be done again. Now that this 5th COVID, given year from them is now over as far as the regular season goes, looking back, how big was it to have them back for this 5th time?
I mean, it's, you got the best setter in the conference and you have the best player in the conference on your roster. That's a good thing to have as a coach. It makes you a really good coach, But having them back, not only in their performance on the court, but in how they mentor young players. Heidi wouldn't be Heidi without her. Claudia, wouldn't be the leader she is that has stepped up this year. Even Chloe, the leader that she is that stepped up without Amber and McKenna passing on some of that responsibility. It's a blessing. I mean, coaches talk about, once in a generation or once in a career type players. I mean, they're once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime players. And I'm lucky to have been with them. I'm really happy that McKenna grew from 5'9" to 6'1". That made a big difference. But I can't even put into words how proud I am. I'll probably be able to do it later, but right now I just can't.
Never say die. You saw many moments tonight where they were challenged and they dug deep.
All year long.
Yeah.
All year long. The last time we played Houston, it was the 9th match on the road in a row because of the hurricane. And even then, you saw them failing, trying to win. And even tonight, even in that first set, they were failing, trying to win. And you knew as long as their head and their heart was in it, they had a fighting chance. And they went out and they took it. Nobody gave that to them. They went out and they took it. And that's the way you go out as a champion. That's what you look back and you look at your jersey and you remember, I won them all. I won them all when it mattered. And I left the place a better place than when I got here.
Just take us through what you were thinking and how the team mentally was, the momentum, especially in that second set. It went for like 5 or 6 straight points of a tie. Was winning that second set a mental game changer, or did it just kind of...
No doubt. I thought we came out way too amped up. Everything that we tried to do with them, we tried to keep them calm. Even talking to them in the locker room before we took the floor was very calm, very monotone, very got a job to do, let's go do it. And, I think maybe they let the moment get to them just a little bit because they were trying too hard. I know that they're letting things get to them because they try too hard. But I think once they stopped trying too hard and really started making sure that the person next to them was better, that's when we really fell back into what UCF volleyball is.
Did that happen a little bit in the 4th as well, that trying too hard?
Yep, it happened. It happened in the 4th. We knew we were going to lose that set. I mean, there's a good chance we were going to lose that set, but it was fight until the very end. And we kept saying, I remember the captains were saying, we're building momentum for the 5th set. Let's just keep fighting. If we get lucky and we get to come back in this one, great. We're building momentum for the 5th set. We're going to win this match. So they were already looking forward to, okay, what's the next pathway to win? And that's special people, special competitors trying to do that. Like, not enough words.
But you don't win this match without Claudia. What a performance. Maybe the best as a night that she's had in her run here. I mean, she was...
Oh my God. I had no idea. It's my first time seeing the numbers. Yeah, 18 kills and 23 swings. That's pretty big. McKenna had to take 80 tonight. We were out of system way too much. But Abby Hansen coming in with 10 of her own. Zumak got the 3 big blocks. Heidi went out there and gritted it out, and what she did is she was a big blocking force out there for the right sides because they live and die by the strength of their right sides. And then Abby Jackson's going to get hers, and Kennedy Warren's going to get hers. You just hope it's not too much to overcome you. But their right sides are probably the best right side tandem we faced all year for sure. And I think we held a good team in check, hitting right around 200. We weren't pretty, but they made sure that we weren't pretty. But 240 is a lot better than what we hit down there. We were better. They've improved since the last time we've seen them, but I think we've improved a little bit more. And like I said, I'm their biggest fan. I'm proud of them, and I hope they go real far.
You mentioned that Houston was the 9th straight road match that you had. Tonight you had 1,566 people packing in the venue. It felt like the roof was going to get blown off this place near the end there when you guys kind of had that run near the end. How important was that have that atmosphere here?
I don't notice the crowd very often. You guys know that. I talk about that pretty often. I don't notice the crowd. But somebody got a stuff block, and my ears were ringing when that ball hit the floor. That's how I knew we won the point. It was so close. I didn't know if it went down on our side or theirs. But it was amazing. It was an amazing atmosphere. That's why you do, as a coach, that's why you do what you do. That's why players do what they do. To be able to get into a moment like that in front of a crowd like that and go and win one by the skin of your teeth.
Put this match in perspective. You and I had just spoken a couple of weeks ago about that Cincinnati match in 2019. That we thought that was the best match ever played on this court. This match is right there with that.
Yeah, it's right now it's too hard for me to dissect which one was bigger. They were both pretty significant. I mean, easily the two top matches to be played on this floor, at least since I've been here. Both championship matches, both with so much riding on the lines, national tournament seeds, rankings, all that kind of stuff. Cincinnati was different. They kicked our butt 3-0, 3-0 during the year, and then we sniped them in the conference final. This was one game, winner take all. And, we got the tie. And that's we were playing for the tie. We got the tie, which allows us to be co-champions. And again, congratulations to them for being the AQ. They deserve it. But with a lot of respect for David, if I'm going to tie a championship with somebody, it's going to be him. I'm fine with that.
What a match to set you up now for the NCAA tournament. You're battle tested all year. Mm-hmm. This was an NCAA tournament caliber match.
This was a Sweet 16 match. At least, maybe an Elite 8 match. I don't know. It was a battle. I think, those Cincinnati teams back in the day were pretty darn good. But I think in terms of being a complete team, the Cincinnati teams had Jordan, and who went on to start in the Olympics as soon as she graduated. Nobody does that. But in terms of needing your entire roster to win, this could very well be the best played match between two teams instead of Sarver Star or something like that. This is one I think that the volleyball faithful will never forget, just like the Cincinnati match.
Do you allow yourself to enjoy it for a moment? I know there's a lot of pressure, a lot of things are in your mind, but this is part of the reason why you as coaches and players, that's why you do all these hours, that this is for matches like this.
Right. No, I haven't. I took very careful not to touch the trophy. Once again, you guys know I don't do that. That's the player's trophy. They earned it. I don't touch it. Even when I got a chance to take a picture with my kids, they got to hold the trophy. I didn't. But I haven't let it sink in. In my experience, it usually doesn't sink in until late January or February. Because right now, I'm about what's next. And you guys have heard me say that over and over again. And as soon as I'm done with you, I'm going up to my office, I'm checking out other scores, and I'm going to try to figure out, what our likelihood of being in is. I mean, when I mean in the top 16, God, is it nice not to worry about being on the bubble. Are we in the top 16? Are we just outside the top 16? Where are we likely to get seeded? Because if they're going to truly seed 1 through 32, and we know that we're going to be 17, we know that we're going to play 16. Or if we think we're going to be 18, we're going to play 15. Houston and us are going to be either 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18. And we know that. There's not enough that can change that, those things are going to happen. So I just hope one of us gets to host. And I hope the other has an opportunity to go deep in the tournament. So, I know Jenna put the kibosh on you. I'll take one more if she allows me to.
Yes. Approved.
I mean, how special was it for this to be such a big game, but also on senior night with this specific successful senior?
Right? I mean, that's all you ever want. A lot of times you're playing senior night and maybe it's a team that's not quite as good. That, it's a team you feel like if you just play well, you're going to win. There's something really special about playing for a championship on senior night. That you can't make that up. That's a Hollywood script right there. And that was our Hollywood script moment. And, when it came to the last 10 minutes of the movie, we did our part.
Congrats, Coach.